and most of the times Jimmy Khan is going to kind of interview quite a few people. And if possible, I would like to have the last 10-15 minutes, if that's okay with you, Jimmy, to say a few things about today being the anniversary of Alobaji. 13th of August is the anniversary of great Alobaji. So we will spend some time in his remembrance, and also a few other things which I need to mention towards the end of the show. So, Jimmy Khan, all yours, please take over.
Yeah.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba. Rakesh, will you unmute Anaita Kerawalla, please?
Yeah, she can unmute. Everybody can unmute as
Okay.
they want. The
No.
mics are not locked today.
Yeah, only Anaita, please. The others, I request the others. Only Anaita, please.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yes, Anaita.
Jimmy Uncle, Jai Baba.
Yeah, Jai Baba. We have known each other for quite a few years. And as I put it, I know you from a certain formative years. I want to call it formative years. And I pass on the ball to your court. You play. You go ahead.
Jai Meher Baba, everybody. Jimmy Uncle requested me to talk about how I came to Baba. So I will just start. Before I came to Baba, actually, there's a little story about what I would like to tell you all about how I eventually ended up with Baba. During my early 20s, actually, I was going through a very, very rough phase in my life, emotionally especially. And my mom and myself were always devoted to Sai Baba. So during that time, we ended up going to Shirdi. Myself, my mother, my now sister-in-law, and another old auntie. 4 of us, we went to Shirdi. And we were there spending time with Sai Baba and everything. I got to know somehow that in the night there is cleaning of Dwarka Mai, but not many people are aware of it. So at around 10 o'clock, I was not sure if everybody was allowed to go inside, what or what not. But when I went there, I ended up at Dwarka Mai at 10 o'clock. Around 4 people were over there, and I got a chance to do the cleaning of Dwarka Mai over there, and you can sit there as long as you want. So emotionally, I had a lot of baggage. So I was cleaning up Dwarka Mai, and then when I sat down, I was just talking to Sai Baba. I was pouring my heart out to him, and there on the stone. At that time, the stone over there was not covered in the place that he used to sit. I put my head over there, pouring out to him, and I also said, I told him at that time, Sai Baba, if you feel, because I had a notion, or before coming to Shirdi also, I knew that a lot of people were following gurus. So I said that this would be a good way to kind of get my life a little on track. So I prayed to him, and I told him, please, if you feel it is right, do guide me to a guru, somebody who is alive, and somebody where I can attend to or go to. Yes, Ram Uncle, I'll speak up a little bit more. So that was that. When I got out of Dwarka Mai, there was one gentleman over there who was leading the cleaning over there. He was kind of assigning everybody of what to do where. He asked me, have you come with your family? परिवार के साथ आए हो? I said, जी मम्मी और ये सब के साथ आए हैं. अच्छा, आप एक काम करो, आपको चाहिए तो कल 10 बजे द्वारका माई पे आना, और हम लोग जाएंगे. हाँ, मैं आपको कुछ जगह दिखाऊंगा शिरडी में. I said okay. And he told me also that आप जो भी बाबा से प्रार्थना कर रहे थे वो जरूर आपका सफल होगी. And at that time I took it as a very casual remark from him. Anyway, next day morning, I landed up with my family at Dwarka Mai at the time that he had given, and he took us. I can't really remember that trip. It was many years ago, but he did take us to a few houses, and the people who were there, the ancestors were Sai Baba lovers, and they had been very closely associated with Sai Baba. He also took us and gave us darshan of the 9 sacred coins that were given to Lakshmi Bai and a lot of things. Anyway, after the walk with him was over, he said, now I have not read this anywhere, but he said that बाबा ने बोला था जब तक आप साकोरी जाके दर्शन नहीं लेंगे तब तक आपका pilgrimage complete नहीं है. So basically he said you all should go to Sakori, and there is one Upasni Maharaj over there. You must go and visit over there. So we said okay. We took a rickshaw. We went to Sakori. Now we went to Sakori. Actually, if you go there and see above, there are a few frames of Upasni Maharaj with Meher Baba, but I did not see those at that time. I just went inside. There was one Pujari ji over there, and he showed us around and told us stories about Haji Sam uncle.
Anaita, if you can please mix your language with a bit of Hindi and English combined,
Haji.
because people want a bit of Hindi also, if you can. Thanks.
Sure.
Sorry.
So वहाँ पे पुजारी जी थे, उन्होंने हमको थोड़ा स्टोरी बताया, उपासनी महाराज का वगैरह. हमने वहाँ पे दर्शन किया, बट वहाँ पे बहुत अच्छी एनर्जी महसूस हुई मुझे भी और मेरी मम्मी को भी. बहुत ही स्ट्रॉन्ग और अच्छी पीसफुल एनर्जी महसूस हुई वहाँ पे. And then that's it. We came back to Shirdi and we came home. Abhi Sai Satcharita, at that time I was reading Sai Baba's book, Sai Satcharita. It's basically about his life and his teachings. So I always had this book beside my bedside. So one night I was reading that book, and I still was I didn't know where I was in my life at that time emotionally. I didn't have any kind of guidance from any elders or any kind of guidance otherwise also. But yes, at that point of time, I remember I was reading Laws of the Spirit World. And of course, whatever little I could gather from there, I would, kind of try to imbibe in my life. And when I was reading Sai Satcharita that night, I was very emotional. And I put my head on that book after I was done. And again, I was like kind of trying to just like how we would talk to our father or a friend. I was just talking to Baba, to Sai Baba, I will specify. And towards the end of everything, I told him, Sai Baba, agar tamune if you feel, so you do guide me to a guru. And at that point, I saw a very bright light and some white and trees. And that just lasted for a flash of a second, you can say, for a very few seconds, and then the entire image was covered with white light, and that was that. I didn't mull over it or think over it much, and I put the book. And next day morning I went up to my mom and I told her what I saw. She had nothing much to say, but she said it's okay, whatever. And that was that. After that, a few months later, I can't remember the time frame actually, I'll be very honest. I took up a paid course of 5 days, a spiritual 5 days paid course somewhere with my now husband. He was my friend back then, and it was somewhere in Bandra. And on the 5th day, towards the end of the course, when we were leaving, I could not find my slippers outside the room. We waited for everybody to finish with whatever, and I tried locating them. I could not find it. I went back home, and that was it. I did not go back to that place anymore. With all due respect to all the gurus and everyone, but I did not go back there. Then another incident where my Masi and Masa, my uncle and aunt, they are very devoted to another Guruji, and he was giving initiation on one particular day at Bandra, and my Masi kind of convinced me to come there with her, go there with her. So I ended up going there in a cab with her and another friend, and somehow I kind of left my cell phone in the cab, and I got out. And and immediately I knew I had left it there. I tried calling my number from my Masi's number, but the cab driver just drove away and switched off the phone. And that was it. I went right up to that place, but I was not in a frame of mind to enter or go through anything. I just excused myself and I moved away. I went back home. What I'm trying to say is that Baba just never let me go anywhere else. Though I had not known him or heard of him at that time, he kind of never let me just be with anyone else or go anywhere else. Now I'm a flight attendant flying with Saudia. So one day I was, and when we are on our layovers, we have to share our room with someone. So on one of my layovers, I was sharing a room with a very senior colleague. Her name was Tana Zanba, and she was reading a book, The Real Treasure by Rustam Falati at that time. And out of curiosity, I asked her what she was reading, and she said she's reading about Meher Baba. And after those two experiences, I said, I don't know, not one more. Anyway, I didn't probe much, but she started talking about Meher Baba. She said that this Mr. Rustam Falati is known to me, and he used to be an atheist, and it's about his life story, about how he was living with the Mandli. And she went on to talk about The Real Treasure to me, and then I said, okay. I started out of my own curiosity. I started reading the book. Now, these are short stories that he's written in this book. Story after story, I kind of got very interested, and I kind of got somewhere my answers to what I was looking for, in undertones. So that was that. I've come back to Bombay. I've come back home. And now just wanted to discuss with my mother. I just went up to her and I told her, Mummy, you know anything about Meher Baba? I've been reading about Meher Baba in this book, The Real Treasure. And she said, how do you know about Meher Baba? You won't believe it. At the very same time, somebody had given her Nan Auntie's book, Sounds of Silence, which she was reading at that very same time. So she said, yes, I know. And, we just got talking about the books, what we were reading and stuff like that. And I happened to tell her, Mummy, my friend was telling me that at Bombay Central, there is one Baba Center. We should go there someday. And my mom said, yes, we should go. And really, I'm not exaggerating. The very moment she said, yes, we should go, I had an SMS on my phone. Hi, Anaita, this is Tanaz here. If you ever want to visit Avtar Meher Baba Bombay Center, this is the complete address. So this is how I kind of ended up going to the center first. We were showed around over there. And one more very kind of a personal thing. In the old center, there used to be this huge frame of Baba. As soon as you would enter on the extreme right-hand corner, where he looks like Jesus, and it said, I was Krishna, I was Buddha, I was Rama, and now I'm Meher Baba. It really attracted me, something about it, and from then on, like, it was, nobody had forced me into it or pushed me. There's just something inside that I knew that this is it, this is where I am supposed to be at this very moment, and that's it. I mean, there were no fireworks, nothing of that sort, but that was the time. I mean, I can clearly say that yes, I had kind of come to where I was supposed to be. And yes, after that, we were very much inclined to going towards to Mehrabad, and we saw this advertisement of Jimmy Uncle, where he proposed to take all of us to Mehrabad, and I got in touch with him. And my very first trip to Mehrabad was with my mum in Jimmy Uncle's bus. I can't really remember which year it was, but yes. Now, just want to complete with what I want to say, that being at the Samadhi was, of course, very beautiful. It's a very special experience the very first time when you are over there. I really have no words to describe that. But after that, we were going towards lower Mehrabad. And that's when I saw those stones and those trees, the one that I had seen in my vision years ago. And I just didn't have any words. And I immediately nudged my mother and I told her, Mom, you remember? I told you about the trees and white stones. This is exactly what I saw. And before that, I had never been to Mehrabad, really. So, Avtar Meher Baba, ki jai. Thank you for everything, Baba. Thank you for just guiding us and being with us at all times. Thank you.
Yeah, Sam, do I have some time with her? Sam?
Yes, of course, Jimmy, of course.
Yeah, Anaita, the question is, did you come to Baba one day earlier? Did you come to Baba one day later? Or did you come to Baba bang gone?
I don't think I'm anyone to comment on that, Jimmy Uncle. But if Baba seemed that that was the time I was supposed to be there, I was there. This is what I really feel.
Okay. Would you like to expand a little on your first trip? If you have some thoughts, if you have something to say about it, or not really.
No, Jimmy Uncle, very honestly, I don't have much memory of my first trip with you. But yes, I really appreciated, and I really, whatever little I got to know about Baba was when you started explaining. Firstly, when we entered the hall, you started explaining about those beautiful paintings there. You took us, on a trip, on a proper guided tour to Lower Mehrabad. So many stories over there. I mean, of course, it was a very special and a beautiful trip, though I don't have honestly much memory of it, really.
Okay, tell us something about your mom, in the sense how she also got in sync with Meher Baba. Just tell us something about your mom. And then about Carl. Then about Carl.
All right, Jimmy Uncle. Okay. Actually, as a family, we were going through a very bad phase, I must say. Uh, when I talk about the phase that I was going through, as a family, we were going through a very, very, very rough patch in our lives. My parents got divorced, so that was it. My mother was also in shambles, actually, at that point in time. Whatever little courage she got was after she came to Meher Baba and read about him. And she has her very personal stories as well. I don't know if she would like me to share them, but internally, yes, Meher Baba guided her a lot as well. And okay, I'll just say it. You guys are like my family.
No,
We had
Anaita,
Mehrabad.
listen, Anaita. You need to check with mom. You need to check with mom.
Okay, Jimmy Uncle. No, internally she was very much guided, and she got a lot of assurance that yes, Meher Baba was with her, and he was our father, and was guided to not worry about us even for a minute or a second, because he was there to take over and take care of us. So that much I can say with yes, that much I can really say. and Baba has been there and has kept up to whatever he's promised, till date. Like I don't feel that way anymore. I mean, I feel that yes, he's with us at all times. You know.
Okay. Anaita, you have a brother named Carl, right?
Yes.
Tell us.
At that time.
Tell us
Yes.
something.
Yes. My brother Carl, he is a proper Babaji, and he to him anything apart from Dada or Mazda and our Prophet Zarathustra, everything else is not very relevant, and was not very relevant to him, or he could not connect to. So when we started going to Meher Baba, he was not very much for it. In fact, I'm sorry, Baba, but he would call names. He would call Baba names, and that was that. But we left it at that. We never probed into it, or we never kind of forced him into it. But somehow Baba has his own ways. And I guess he was internally guided, or I don't know what brought about that change in him. But yes, as of today, he loves Meher Baba dearly. That's all I can say.
Anything you want to say about your in-laws from your husband's family side? Any thoughts on that?
My brother-in-law eventually came to Meher Baba, and he's also very, very devoted, my brother-in-law, and my sister-in-law, my brother's first cousin sister. But apart from that, nothing much to me, uncle.
Are you still going to Mehrabad? Do you still go to Mehrabad with your family or whatever? But maybe much less. I can understand that, of course.
Yes, before I was married to Keshriba, my husband, I had the privilege of having 4 to 5 days off. Sorry, Ram uncle. Now can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Ram uncle, I want a thumbs up from you.
ढक्कन लेके आओ भाई, फिर मुझे पता चले। इडली फिडली में नहीं लाना है, खाली मुझे दूध और वो। अच्छा तो ब्रेड लेके जाएगा तो दूध ले आएगा।
Ekta Mehta, can you please unmute? Thank you.
Mute.
Anaita, you have to speak up a little bit. I think you're far away from the microphone, I think.
I'm so sorry. Am I audible now?
Yeah, this is better.
Yes. I can't remember. Where was I?
Your in-laws, I suppose.
No. I was talking about before marriage. Yes.
Yes.
When you had a 4-5 days off.
Yes, Kundanti. Thank you. So
You were when you had off.
Yes. So in a month of my regular flights, we would have 4 to 5 days off at a stretch which we could block, and we could go anywhere, do anything. We were not accountable for those 4 or 5 days. So whenever I would have a chance, I would just backpack, write an email to Avatar Meher Baba Pimco, and catch a bus to Mehrabad, and then go by rickshaw to the Samadhi and stay at MPR. And that was very much I was very much regular there before I got married. At one point in time, I also managed to get 22 days off, and I stayed there at a stretch. And I think those were the best days of my life. Yes, I love my solo trips, and since I got married, I never got a chance to go on one of those. I couldn't, because I had my daughter in the first year of my marriage, so that was that. But yes, after marriage also, we have gone on certain occasions with my entire family, but not that often, for sure. Not like
Okay, Anaita, you are a hostess. So being a hostess, you have to live in hotels or wherever you stay outside India. You have some moments of fright being an air hostess. Tell us something about stress on a professional level. And any such incident where you got scared or whatever?
Honestly, I can't recollect anything, Jimmy Uncle, right now.
Okay. Never mind. Sam, okay, and I think we are through because Sam has a few things to say.
No, but there's still time, ne? Go ahead.
Anything else that you would want to say, Anaita? Anything that strikes your mind? When you are, Anaita, when you have problems mentally, is it only Meher Baba that you reach out to?
Yes, Jimmy Uncle. Yes, for sure.
Absolutely.
Actually, yes, I want to say one more thing. I don't know if anybody's wondering, but I mean, after Sai Baba, after I went to Meher Baba, it was a very natural kind of a thing. It was, I never had any kind of guilt. Oh, I'm not. Of course, Sai Baba is also very much, he has his position, he has his. But I never had that guilt of, always like how I would want to go to a Sai Baba mandir before this or something like that. And now I would always try to go directly to the samadhi. I never had any kind of guilt as such, and I don't feel Sai Baba would be upset with me for going to Meher Baba. I think that's very childish. I think. So yes, that's what I want to say.
There's something I want to share with the audience between the two of us. One day we were in MPR dining room, and I asked you, Anaita, what would you give to see Meher Baba for a moment? And we have exchanged this thought earlier many times, and I thought you will say, I would give 1 lakh rupees, something like that. And to so much of my amazement, you were young, you were somebody's fiance, you were an air hostess, you had life before you, and you said, I would give my life. You remember that moment?
My uncle, because I think it was in the initial days that I had come to Mehrabad, and I was seeing Meher Baba live on screen. It was my very first time to see a Baba movie actually, and he's hugging little children and he's embracing everybody, and I got a little emotional, and that's when you decided to ask me that question.
Is it?
So yes.
Okay. I have a feeling you had discussed with me that you used to go to Sai Baba regularly. And I don't know if it was you or someone else. If it is someone else, say no, it wasn't me. And you once bowed down at his samadhi, Sai Baba's samadhi, and he said, Baba, please excuse me. Now onwards, henceforth, I will go to Mehrabad. I will not come. Was it you or was it someone else?
It wasn't me. Oh. It wasn't.
It could be someone else. It could be someone else. Okay, right. I think happy to talk to you. Nice talking to you.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Anaita. Yeah. Sam, go ahead. Take over.
No,
I think we are through. We are through. Go ahead. Sam, go ahead.
This was a very brief interview. Jimmy, I mean, how will I give you a job on the TV to anchor and call and...
Listen. Sam, you go ahead right now. When you are through, I'll come in. You go ahead right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Up to what time do we want to go on till today? Rakesh?
I think as long
as... Anything live after this?
No, nothing. You can go on as long as you want.
So we'll go on till 9:30. Is that
okay? Yeah. I'm working the whole night, yeah.
Arey,
program is tomorrow 5 o'clock, so you can go on till 5 tomorrow.
Jai Baba. I thought I was the only mad one, but this fellow Rakesh gets drunk on chai.
And Baba.
Jai Baba. Okay. Haji.
Today is also the day Baba has given the mark.
Yes. Please tell us something about it. If you,
because it was actually, I can only say Baba has given it on Dehradun on 13th August 1953. And
Right.
initially it was regularly for 21 days they recite the prayer at Dehradun. Then Baba started this. You know that repentance prayer is given earlier, 1 year earlier to the Master's prayer. And then on this month only on 29th, 28th or 28th or 29th August 1959, Baba has given Mandali prayer on.
he's talking about the Parvadigar prayer.
Yeah.
It was dictated on the 13th of August. By
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as has been a regular practice with us, every beginning of the month we read out from this calendar, Baba calendar, the message for the particular month. So this time for the month of August, we couldn't do it last Thursday, so I'll try and read it out just a few minutes. It's called the sadhana of knowledge, pursuit of knowledge, or whatever you can call it. The sadhana of knowledge remains incomplete unless the aspirant exercises constant discrimination and unveils his highest intuitions. This is what Baba has to say. Realization of God comes to the aspirant who uses discrimination as well as his intuitions about true and lasting values. Infinite knowledge is latent in everyone, but it has to be unveiled. You know, Baba keeps talking about that parda. That parda has to be removed. That is called unveiling. The way to increase knowledge is to put into practice that bit of spiritual wisdom which a person may happen to have. When you feel something as intuition and have no doubt about it, then know it is real. Passing doubtful thoughts and temporary emotional feelings should not be given importance. But when you feel it touches your heart, follow it. When it is from the mind, it is not intuition. Intuition means that which comes from the heart. In the divine path, first there is intuition, then there is inspiration, and then illumination, and finally, realization. If it touches your heart, follow it. And God willing, see how Baba says God willing. From today, you will know that if it is intuition, it is right. My love will help you and guide you to understand what is right. Love Baba. God wants honest love. He is all honesty and wants honest love. So love God, love Baba. God will help you in your quest for truth. Then there's another para which says, spiritual evolution consists in guiding life in the light of the highest values perceived through intuition and not in allowing it to be determined by the past. Developed intuition is consolidated and compressed understanding distilled through a multitude of diverse experiences gathered in previous lives. Now, there's a very relevant comment by Baba. It says, this world is too full of preachers and teachers. Quote unquote Sam Patel. Never forget that I have not come to teach. And I need no preachers. And I need no preachers. Baba needs no preachers. ऐसा करना चाहिए न वैसा करना चाहिए न ऊपर जाना चाहिए नीचे सोना चाहिए, nothing. बाबा के सामने it is you and he, just the two of you alone, no in betweens. कभी कोई बीच में नहीं होता है. No पंडित, no पुजारी, no this, no that, nothing. Okay, अभी there's another beautiful message of his. It says, forget the past and make the most of the present. Keep your own hearts clean. Forget the past and make the most of the present. Keep your own hearts clean. Learn to love each other first before you tell others about my love for one and all. So beautiful and so profound. In other words, Baba is saying, practice what you preach. Or he doesn't want preachers to begin with anyway. But if you want to tell others कि भाई मेहर Baba is all about love, और तुम खुद ही कुछ ऐसे नहीं डेमोन्स्ट्रेट कर सकते हो, तो फिर फायदा ही नहीं है. Folks, I distinctly remember 2-3 Thursdays पहले there was this girl from Dubai, Azmin Kapadia. She is now married to Neet and her name I forget now. Mathur. When she was asked how she came to Baba, and she just uttered 2-3 words saying through Philly engineer, and then she went off the screen, and I thought she was feeling shy or something like that. But then her husband said, she is weeping. She is weeping because she remembered that Philly engineer. और वो जो इंसिडेंट मैंने देखा, वो मेरी आंखों के सामने एक तरह से ऐसा रजिस्टर हो गया है कि ये फिली इंजीनियर का जीवन कैसा होगा कि जिसकी वजह से दिस गर्ल became a Baba follower. That, my dear friends, is what Baba always wants. That is what Baba always wants. He doesn't want people to stand up and go to Azad Maidan or Cross Maidan, and if I tried doing that, तो साला मैं तो जूते खा के बाहर आ जाता. But the fact is कि हमारा खुद का जीवन ऐसा होना चाहिए कि सामने वाला कभी वो सवाल पूछे. सामने वाला कभी वो सवाल पूछे कि भाई, what is it that makes you tick like this, the way you are? उस पे से मेरे को, if we have time, I'll just quote a story that comes to my mind. Many years ago, अपने सेंटर पे ये Thursday meetings में, there was a gentleman called Bandelu. He used to live somewhere at Villepale or something. तो वो हमेशा आते थे Thursday meetings में, और फिर सेशन खत्म होके वो प्रेयर आरती करके आराम से निकल जाते थे. One fine Thursday, he said, Sam, I want to say something. So I said, yeah, sure. Then he came up with a story that since past few Thursdays, he noticed that every time that he would come to the center and go back by train, at the Villepala station, there would be someone following him all the way up to his home and then just go away. He wouldn't. And this fellow thought that maybe he wants to plan on a robbery or अभी ये भी बेचारा कोई बहुत अमीर आदमी तो नहीं था, but still he just didn't know. So after 3-4 incidents like this, encounters like this, one day he stopped that man and he said, "Why are you following me? What do you want?" So that is when that fellow confessed to this bundle chap. He said, कि मैं by profession I am a tantric, और मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि आप जब भी गुरुवार को आते हो तो कुछ ना कुछ बहुत बड़ा खजाना लेके आते हो, और आपके पीछे पीछे चलने से आई फील कि मेरे को कुछ तरी उसमें से थोड़ा सा सुकून मिल जाता है. दिस इज हाउ बाबा का जो way of working or whatever you call it, I don't know, I don't have any phrase for it, I don't have any words for it, but ये जो होता है, ये बाबा की तरफ से जो देन मिलती है, जो कुछ भी मिलता है स्पिरिचुअल, वो जिसको मिलता है वो ही पहचान जाते हैं. Now if you'll excuse me, I'll just go across for a minute and bring my chasma and then read out the small letters on this calendar. Okay, I'm back. On the 1st of August, 1949, Baba emerges from 40 days of the great seclusion. He stated, "The work I have done in Mehrazad during this seclusion, I have not done anywhere in the world." 1st of August, 1949. 2nd of August, 1956, Baba's visit to Marymount in Ojai, California. 4th of August, Khurshid Irani merged into Baba in the year 1999. 6th of August, 1932. Meher Baba spends the night in a cave used by Saint Francis at Mount Subasio in Italy. Now, यहाँ पे again I would like to talk a little bit on the Saint Francis of Assisi, who was Baba's favorite perfect master. Through his grace, through his mercy, I had the opportunity of visiting the cave of Saint Francis, जहाँ पे बाबा ने कई वक्त बिताया था, and he had held a meeting overnight in that cave. और उसके बाद जब वो वहाँ से निकले तो उन्होंने कहा था कि this was a great big spiritual meeting of all the spiritual hastis and a lot of work done, and I have charted the course for another 100 years. ऐसे बाबा ने कुछ बोला था. Saint Francis of Assisi, we have to say of Assisi because there were two Saint Francises. One was the Saint Francis of Assisi. Assisi is a place in Italy. And the other one is the Saint Francis of अपना Goa. Goa में जिनका body है अभी भी. That is the other Saint Francis. Now, if you all want to know the life of this Saint Francis of Assisi, I would recommend you to get hold of a movie called, the title is very funny kind of a title. The title is Brother, Sun, Sister, Moon. A very weird title, but if you ever get a chance to see that movie, please do. It's on the life of Saint Francis of Assisi. In brief, see, he was born in a very high class, rich, wealthy family in Rome, Italy. And in those days, the noblemen would go out on crusades and stuff like that. And he had been on great many crusades. And then one day when he had come home and he was resting, he has this transformation of heart. Uska dil change ho gaya. And they show him throwing away all the wealthy items lying around in his house, or niche public jama ho ke everybody is collecting whatever he's throwing away. When his father saw this, he thought that this boy has gone mad. Isko kya ho gaya? So they tried to bring him around, magar uska kuch nahi hua. Finally, he left home and he went to the secluded spots and started meditating on Jesus the Christ. And उन्होंने बहुत कुछ हासिल किया. Saint Francis ने बहुत कुछ हासिल किया. He was one who used to get stigmatas during Easter season, जहाँ पे ये क्राइस्ट को जो सूली पे चढ़ाए थे. Stigmatas are the wounds कि जिसमें वो क्राइस्ट के हाथों में वो जो खीले डाले थे ना, वो वैसे वो उनके हाथों पे वो wounds आते थे सेंट फ्रांसिस को. Anyway, so ये तो बेचारा चुपचाप, and he led a life of a fakir actually, but people started following and there was a very big following. धीरे धीरे बढ़ते गया और ये बात पहुंची पोप के वहाँ पे in Rome. Some of the so-called Pope के advisors, they said कि बाबा, this is not good for us. This fellow is getting very popular. और हम लोग की जो भी कुछ ये गाड़ी चल रही है in the ministry in the Vatican City, उसमें ये this fellow can be a big dakhal and this and that. So he was called. In short, he was summoned to come and see the Pope. And ये बेचारा तो he's wonderstruck. He said, चला मैंने किया क्या है? I have done nothing wrong. I have not said anything against the church. I have not said anything against the Pope. Nothing, कुछ नहीं किया. In his wonderment, वो बेचारा चलते चलते धीरे 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 करके रोम पहुंचा. अब जाए तो भी कैसे जाए, वो पोप के वहाँ मिलने को भी तो कैसे जाए. So as he was standing at the door where the guards had stopped him because he was in very ragged clothes, वो बेचारा फकीर की हालत में था. तो suddenly a nobleman comes and he recognizes. He said, क्या रे फ्रांसिस, तू तो मेरे साथ वो क्रूसेड्स पे आता था. तो he said, yes. So, what brings you here? तो उसने अपनी दास्तान बताई. And he said, I have to have audience with the Pope. तो he said, चल आजा, मैं तेरे को ले जाता हूँ. Then they show. Now this was the most touching part of that movie. He's brought into this thing where the Pope is sitting on a very high pedestal. वो ऊपर एकदम बैठे हैं. ये बेचारा नीचे ऐसे फकीर के माफक नील डाउन करके बैठा है. And वो पोप के जो एडवाइजर्स जो कोई थे, वो they said कि भाई, you've been accused of taking people away or against the Christian this thing and the church and this and that. ये बेचारा रो पड़ा और उसने बोला, सर मैंने ऐसा कुछ नहीं किया है. So the Pope said, tell me something about yourself. तो उसने अपनी दास्तान शुरू की. He told them how he used to be from a noble family and how he used to go out on the crusades. और फिर उसको ये हो गया तो उसने ये फकीरी की हालत में जीना, और थोड़े से लोग उसको फॉलो करते हैं ने, या ऐसे वैसे कोई सब कुछ अपना पूरा जीवन उसने बताया. As soon as he finished describing about his life, they show कि the Pope, वो कितनी भी सीरिया उतर के he comes down, he picks up Francis who was kneeling down. वो नील डाउन करके पोप के सामने था, तो वो उसको उठाता है, उसको गले लगाता है. And the Pope says कि you have done exactly what I had initially set out to do, मगर I got caught up in all this bloody politics, और मैं आज मेरे को ये पोप बना के इधर बैठा दिया है. तूने जो किया ये सच में ईश्वर की सेवा है, सच में क्राइस्ट की सेवा है. So this is the story about Saint Francis of Assisi, Baba's favorite saint. There's one more thing. वो ये उनके जो कैथीड्रल या whatever you call it, और जो भी कुछ उसकी जो the body जहाँ पे buried हुई थी, that was discovered quite recently, about 20-30 साल पहले. वो कैसे हुआ था कि गांव में इन द असीसी विलेज एक छोटा लड़के का डोंकी गॉट सिक इल, और उसको ड्रीम में आया कि ये सेंट फ्रांसिस की जगह पे ले जाओ, दरगाह व्हाटएवर यू कॉल इट, और वहाँ पे उसको दर्शन कर. हाँ जी, सॉरी हेलो, किसी ने कुछ बोला, कुछ पूछा? Some name somebody asked, क्या?
No, nothing, Sam. Nothing.
Oh, okay. Where was I? हाँ, तो वो जब उन्होंने, वो लड़के ने वो ड्रीम में देखा था, तो ही नेक्स्ट डे लैंड्स अप एट द कैथीड्रल, और वहाँ पे उन्होंने पूछा कि फ्रांसिस की कब्र या उनकी समाधि कहाँ पे है, तो बोला यहीं पे ऊपर ऐसे ही. तो देन ही सेड कि नहीं, ये ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए, मैंने जो ड्रीम में देखा था वो तो नीचे बेसमेंट में कई स्टेप्स नीचे अंदर में है. सो ही टेक्स हिज डोंकी एंड ही गोज डाउन, एंड वाकई में there it was, his samadhi, his real samadhi was lying there. So then they reconstructed the whole thing over there, and ऐसे कुछ तरी था. और बाबा वो जो when he was around that cave and all that, और जब मेरा वहाँ जाना इतनी कुछ it happened in such a natural beautiful way कि I had met a couple who were from USA at Mehrabad, और ऐसे ही बातों बातों में मैं बोला कि भाई मैं एयर इंडिया में काम करता हूँ ये वो. तो they said कि we are now stationed in Rome, in Italy, and we are very close to this Assisi. So मैं पूछा कि भाई how can one get there? तो उन्होंने बोला कि next time you come to this thing, they were, I think the husband or the wife, I can't remember, one of them was a great painter, और वो वहाँ पे अपने पेंटिंग के एग्जिबिशंस लगाता था, and he would sell his paintings over there. So the next time I went there, I called him up, और फिर the next day he gave me the directions to come down by train, this, that, we met, and फिर we went and visited this Saint Francis of Assisi. So that was it. Okay. 1932, Meher Baba spends the night in a cave used by Saint Francis. ये हो गया. That was on 6th of August. 1932, 7th of August again. Baba emerges here it is, emerges from St. Francis's cave. He reveals that a big spiritual meeting took place during the night, the likes of which has never been held before. 9th of August, Dr. William Dawkins died in 1969. 10th of August, Gulma Irani died in 1962. 9th of August 1956, Baba's first visit to Australia. 11th of August 1956, Baba's visit to Melbourne, Australia for the first time. Guess what was on the 12th? Anybody guess? Duni. Simple. Jai Baba. 13th of August, Aloba went to Baba in 2002. In 1953, Baba gave and participated in the Master's prayer. ये जो राम ने बोला था, राम नूरी ने बोला, वही. 16th of August, Manu Jasawala died in 2012. Also on the 16th of August 1951, Baba issues a statement that he has no concern with politics and that his followers must never invoke him or his name in connection with politics. 17th Perfect Master Tajuddin Baba drops his body on 17th of August in the year 1925. 19th of August 1996, Mani S. Irani, Baba's sister, passed away. 20th of August 1951, Dr. Ghani died in 1951. 23rd of August 1932, Baba lands in Alexandria in Egypt. Beautiful place, this Alexandria. 25th of August, Chanji died in the year 1944. 1959, a prayer for Baba lovers, Beloved God prayer, is written and read out in Mehrazad. I'll repeat, 25th of August 1959, the short prayer, Beloved God, is written and read out in Mehrazad. 27th of August 1948, opening of Baba's new house in Mehrazad. 29th of August 1931, Baba departs on his first visit to the West. Before leaving India, he sends a message to Meher Gazette, I am everywhere and in everything. And on the 31st of August, Irash Jasawala the Great died in the year 2001. That's all about the reading of the calendar. If anybody else wants to chip in or talk, you're welcome to do so. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba. Sam, this is Rakesh.
हाँ जी बोलिए.
I recently read up something. I'm not sure whether the dates are correct. You can basically want you and Jimmy ji to come in and just explain a little bit more of what I just read. In 1954 December, for 4 weeks, Baba didn't talk much, didn't interact much. And even if he came out to see the Mandli, it was barely for 30 minutes and he'll just sit quietly and then leave and go back to, his room or whatever. Correct? I mean, was this one of a phase or this used to happen very regularly? That he would just be quiet and not speak to the Mandli even?
According to me, this was time when I would go into seclusions and whenever he would come out and meet with the mandli, he would sit quietly for a little while and then go back to his work. This was like Baba attending, in our regular language, Baba attending to his office duties during those days, and that's how it was. Jimmy, if you have anything to add on it.
Yeah, I would say just one of his phases. I would say it was not a regular affair, but he would from time to time go into the, well, if seclusion is the right word, but he would go off kind of, even the monthly, and he would be by himself, barring one or two who would just bring food for him or bring coffee for him, something like that. But that would be, I would call, phases, not a regular occurrence.
Mandli was kind of pretty used to this affair. I mean,
Yes.
not so much into, getting constant, being, keeping touch with Baba, and he giving lecture. I mean, not lectures, but, interaction. The whole work and everything will go on its own without any instructions from Baba.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Yes, I would say the mechanism was set. The mechanism of everybody's duties in the monthly was already set. So yes, the answer would be yes, that they would go off on their own and do their chores given by Baba.
Havobi auntie wants to say something.
Go ahead, Havobi. Hello? Havobi, we are waiting for you. Anaita, you want to say something?
Havobi auntie will have to just unmute herself. Sent the request already.
Haji?
Havobi auntie has.
I think her
Unmute.
video is frozen. Her internet. Yeah, she's talking something. Tell her
Oh,
now.
she has.
Yeah.
only
Auntie, you have to
has-
unmute yourself. You have to unmute yourself.
All right.
Yeah. Now you
Yeah.
can talk.
May I please speak?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
I can hear you.
All right. So, Jai Baba, everybody. Since we were speaking about St. Francis of Assisi, I have an old gramophone record on which this quote from Baba is there. If you would love me the way St. Francis loved Jesus, you would not only please me, but you would realize me.
Wow.
But it was very appropriate for the thing, right? Jai Baba.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Havobi. Thank you.
Jai Baba, and happy birthday, Sam.
Oh, Jai Baba.
Pasi Roj birthday.
Birthday.
Happy birthday, Sam.
Happy birthday, Sam.
Happy birthday.
Havobi, I could kill you.
birthday,
I could kill you for this.
We have
The
to
bloody
sing.
cat is out of the bag now.
Let's all sing.
Anyway, folks,
Happy
let's-
birthday.
let me
Happy
put things up.
birthday to
To
you.
you.
मेरे बाबा जरा
Happy
सुनो तो सही.
birthday to you. Happy
Birthday.
It's your Happy birthday to you.
Many more. Baba
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I just need to clarify two things. Today is my Pasi Roj ka birthday,
Send them a road.
All right.
which is like the Parsi calendar ke mutabik. This is my day today, and my actual birthday is a little far away. But on both these days,
Okay, we'll celebrate on both days.
When's your
क्या
actual birthday, Sam?
both these days, ये दोनों दिनों पे, एक ये 13th पे आलोबाजी गए, और जो 31st को जो मेरा डेट ऑफ बर्थ है उस पे एरज गए. तो tell me now, how can I celebrate?
Yes, you
They've
may
gone
celebrate
to Baba.
That's
Baba.
how.
More reason to celebrate.
Chalo. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to business now, folks. Anybody else wants to say anything?
Yeah, Sam.
Hanji.
You referred that in August 56, Baba went to Maremount in California, right?
एक minute check करूं.
Yeah, you said just now. You don't
August
have to
what?
check
Sorry.
it. I said you don't have to check it. You said it just now.
Okay.
And which is a fact that in August 56, Baba went to Maremount, California.
Okay.
Center.
Mm-hmm.
Baba went to the center, which is also called as the Myrtle Beach Center, in 52, 56, and 58. In 52, Baba was to go to this Maremount Center, which is in California from New York. I've said this, but I'm repeating it. Where Baba in 52 set out to go to Maremount itself in 52 itself. But halfway down the line, he met with an accident and everything went kaput. So he couldn't go to Maremount in 52. But he kept his word with the Maremount people. And in 56, during his second visit to the center from New York, he went to Maremount. Just as a matter of clarification.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you, Jamshedji.
Yeah.
Anybody else wants to chip in? It's a request from a birthday boy. Come on, yaar, don't be so stingy. Bolo. Just when I requested her, we got up and went away.
Can I say something?
Haji, please.
May I say something, please?
Please, aye.
Havavi auntie.
Hello.
Havavi auntie said something to the effect of having an LPG. So I was just wondering, is it in Baba's voice? And if so, can it be transferred?
No. Nothing can be in Baba's voice because Baba's voice was never recorded. None of us have ever heard Baba's voice. It was ancient. I mean, Baba का voice record नहीं हुआ है. Nobody has recorded.
LPG पे क्या है तो फिर
वो मुझे पता नहीं. वो हवोवी से पूछ लेना. आप बाद में फोन करके privately उनसे पूछ लेना. ठीक है? हवोवी, she wants to know.
Yeah.
She wants to know on which LP was this on the record.
I don't know. It's an old LP. I'd have to look it up. It's maybe still with me or might have, but this is just actual words. I don't know. It's somewhere around that.
Spoken about it.
If there's time, then I'll give you a sip. On my Baba corner, there's a plaque of Saint Francis. You know, so there's a very simple prayer. This time I could read it to you later on. Okay.
Thank
Jai
you.
Baba.
Prayer.
Jai Baba.
Prayed we could follow it.
Thank you.
It's with me.
Anybody else wanted to say something?
Yeah, I did.
Dinko, come in then.
Yeah. No, it's just that I've been told when my last dog was extremely sick, and I was told, pray to Saint Francis of Assisi because he's the patron saint of animals.
Right.
Animals and environment. Okay, I didn't know about the environment. Thank you.
Okay.
So then, did you pray to Saint Francis?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, Saint Francis.
And Baba, of course. I mean, Baba was always there.
Yeah. See, Saint Francis conversed with the birds and the animals. He could converse with them also.
Yeah.
That was his gift.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Baba. Anybody else?
Yeah, Sam? No, I think what do you say? Baba had dictated the repentance prayer on the 13th of August.
Repentance prayer? No, this is Priyaye, Parvadegar prayer.
Parvadegar prayer,
Baba gave and participated in the Master's prayer. Master's prayer is the Parvadegar prayer.
1953, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Now, anybody else? Chalo, before I come out with my final finale.
Hello.
Haji, bolo.
Bolu?
Bolo.
Prayer. Yeah, the prayer. A simple prayer by Francis Assisi. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there's hatred, let me sow love. Where there's injury, pardon. Where there's discord, unity. Where there's doubt, faith. Where there's error, truth. Where there's despair, hope. Where there's sadness, joy. Where there's darkness, light. Divine Master, grant that I may not so much, hold on, because it's in very small handwriting. Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, and to love, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive, it is in pardoning that we are pardoned, and it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. Saint Francis. Okay, Jai Baba.
Jai Mai Baba, and thank you, Havavi.
When you come home, I can let you see the very sweet photograph of Saint Francis with birds and animals, you know, and trees and nature. He loved nature.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, Jai Baba.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Dilshad is thanking you, Havavi.
Haji.
Dilshad is saying a big thank you to you.
Okay, welcome, darling. I wish I was more telephone savvy or whatever. I go in and out, but I managed to.
Kahi nahi. You're doing a great job.
Busy on another line. And
Now,
Before you wind up, I would like to say a big thank you to Anaita for joining us today and sharing her own private life with Meher Baba. I want to thank her.
Thank you, Anaita, from all of us.
Okay, Anaita, I missed that. I'll phone you and catch up.
Sure, Auntie. Thank you, Baba.
Yeah, Anaita मुझे मैंने समझाओ जी. Jai Baba.
Now, I'd like to wind up. Before I wind up, I'd like to recite a small, I don't know what to call it, whether to call it prayer or a bhajan or a song or whatever. It's on the lines of, you know, Baba has said, Ke, if you remember me when you breathe your last, you merge into me. You come to me or whatever. So this is how it goes. Itna to karna baat, jab pran tan se nikle. When I am losing my breath, jab pran tan se nikle, body mein se jab life is going out. Itna to karna baba, जब प्राण तन से निकले, तेरा ही नाम लेके जब प्राण तन से निकले, बेटवा नदी का तट हो, the shores of river Betwa. Betwa is a river in Hamirpur, and Baba, when he had visited, he had washed his feet in that Betwa Nadi, and he announced, he said, that this will become the Ganga of the future. So Betwa Nadi ka tat ho, ya Mehrabad ka chat ho, the awnings of Mehrabad. Tera saya nikat ho, जब प्राण तन से निकले, दोनों हाथ दामन कसी हो, छवि मन में बसी हो, होठों पे कुछ हंसी हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले. I hope you all understand this. If anybody wants me to explain, please वो राकेश को अपना हाथ दिखाओ, पग दिखाओ, जो करने का करो, so that we can. Anaita, don't laugh. जब कंठ प्राण आए, कोई रोग ना सताए, लोक तरस ना दिखाए, जब प्राण तन से निकले. लोक तरस ना दिखाए means people will say, अरे बिचारो केटलो handsome गुजरी गयो, जय बाबा, you know, लोग तरस ना दिखाए जब प्राण. उस वक्त जल्दी आना, नहीं बाबा भूल जाना। उस वक्त जल्दी आना, नहीं बाबा भूल जाना। मेरा को साथ लाना, जब प्राण तन से निकले। ये प्रेमी की है अर्जी, खुद गर्ज की है गर्जी। एक प्रेमी की है अर्जी, खुद गर्ज की है गर्जी। आगे तुम्हारी मर्जी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तो करना बाबा, जब प्राण तन से निकले। अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय।
Uncle Sam, can you please share these lyrics with the Rakesh so we can have them?
Okay, sure.
It's beautiful, beautiful, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you,
Thank
Baba.
you, Baba. Thank you, too.
If just before we depart, if you'll get a chance, there is a nice big write-up on Alobaji. I've posted it on our Facebook page, Bombay Center ka Facebook page. It's a very nice and long one. Please try and read it. It is so beautifully written. It touched me so much that I wept. Whilst reading it, I wept. So I'd recommend that to everybody. Please read that write-up on Facebook. I posted it on the Facebook. Or be the on some places also it was there. But anyway, do try and read it. Okay? Chalo, anybody else wants anything? Except for this, iska to main bhej dunga Rakesh ko.
I just wanted to add one thing.
हाँ जी बोलिए.
This bhajan that you sang is also sung by Anup Jhalota, and of course in the different name of the god, but it's
today is my day of फजेती. पहले ये हवोवी ने मेरी फजेती की, अभी ये दिलशद ने मेरी फजेती की. Yes, she is right.
पर जैसे आपने गाया ना, जैसे आपने गाया, जो भाव से आपने गाया, we forgot everything about that bhajan, but remember this now forever. The wordings are so beautiful.
Absolutely. I just thought about the lyrics if somebody wanted to.
Dilshad, I must hats off to you. You're not only just intelligent, you should be appointed in this bloody CIA or whatever, CBI. Hats off to you, darling.
I'm sorry.
I'm glad you did it.
The idea was not to steal your thunder. I'm so sorry.
अरे thunder का वरसाद ना season में thunder થઈ ગયો હવે खलास.
Uncle Sam, lyric share करना please.
जरूर darling, जरूर. Archana Grover, you want to say something?
No. I was just having a hearty laugh.
Oh, your laugh was so hearty that your name came on the screen.
No. I enjoyed every bit of the bhajan you rendered. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Do share the words, please.
Yes, I will. Rakesh uncle.
Yes.
Why are you observing silence today?
No.
चाय पीना है कि नहीं?
I'm here.
Sam?
हाँ जी बोलो.
Are we almost ready to close? Because now my husband has got up and he'd like to say a couple of words. Is it all right?
अरे वाह, आओ मैदान में आओ.
चल बोलो.
Hello Sam. Jai Baba everybody.
Jai Baba Hoshang uncle.
Jai Baba. You see, have you heard the name of Gabriel Pascal?
हाँ जी.
He came to Baba to fulfill Baba's activities at Bangalore. Baba afterwards, Baba gave him.
Move a bit more towards the camera. Havovi, jara bring him closer to you. Okay. Now it's better. Go ahead, Hosang. Go ahead. Yeah.
So Baba gave him his old sandals as a gift Afterwards, he goes to the hotel to pay the bill. And he had no money, unfortunately. So he gave his sandal as a bargain and went away. Later on, when he got the money, after many years, Pascal goes back to the same hotel to retrieve the treasure. What happened was, there was a fight. At least that gentleman, the manager or the owner, refused to give the sandals to him. And then he pleaded with him that at least let me have an opportunity or to see the sandal. It was brought over in a golden on a golden platter. Can you hear me?
Haji, Haji.
So Pascal never got it back, and the manager kept it. So the treasure was kept on a golden platter, actually.
Very successful after that.
At least it was good of the manager to have shown him this. One more thing. Time is there?
Bolo.
Everybody knows that there are 18,000 planets, Baba said.
18,000 what?
18,000 planets.
Planets.
Planets. Planets.
18,000 planets.
Planet.
Okay, yes.
Go ahead, Osan, go ahead.
Acharya, you say I have a problem with the eye. 1 minute.
Okay.
There are several minor advents also. The major advents, as we know, are starting from Zoroaster, Ram, Krishna, Muhammad, Buddha, and Meher Baba and others. But in between the last advent and Meher Baba, there were 3 minor advents. One was Shivaji, according to Baba. It was a minor. He was a minor advent.
Somewhat.
Shivaji.
Yes.
Chhatrapati Shivaji. Then there was a meat seller, and there was a recluse between Muhammad and Meher Baba.
Okay, Osan, anything else? Go ahead, sir.
Please give me 1 minute.
Haji.
Sam, we didn't get the second and the third name.
Shivaji.
Haji.
A sweet meat seller. Sweet meat?
Mithai wala.
हाँ. And there was one recluse.
The third one was a recluse.
Recluse, yeah, recluse. That's what Baba said.
What is a minor advent?
Ramdas Swami?
I don't know. Then he never. I don't. I was not.
Shivaji's guru, na?
Yes.
So that is different.
No, I'm not saying that Ramdas have to follow too, but
No.
he never gave the name.
Yeah. 1 minute, Roshan. Let me just interrupt for a minute. Since she mentioned about Ramdas, there is a story that comes to my mind. Ki Shivaji Maharaj, once he became very big, emperor, and he was very religious, honest, just, and Ramdas was his guru. But once, एक दफे he was having one of his fort built और उसके वो देख रहे थे और ऐसे ही अपने एक पत्थर पे एक और पैर रख के ऐसे very proudly a thought crossed his mind कि साला I've become so great now कि I give employment to all these thousands of people और मैं सबको ये हेल्प प्रोवाइड करता हूँ और सबको ये करता हूँ वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह. All these thoughts came to his mind. Immediately Ramdas pulls him up and he says, शिवाजी एक काम कर, ये जो पत्थर है तेरे पैर के नीचे उसको फोड़. So they called all the laborers and they broke open that पत्थर और उसके अंदर से a frog, एक मेढक jumped out and he came out. And Ramdas told Shivaji कि तू क्या समझता है ये सबको तू पूरा you are sustaining them. See if this fellow who was sandwiched in the stone उसको भी ईश्वर सस्टेन करता है. सस्टेन करने वाला ईश्वर होता है, तू नहीं. So that was just a passing story that I remembered. Jai Baba.
Yeah.
This is regarding committing suicide.
Bolo.
This is the story Eric told us on 4th March 1989. A very young, very beautiful lady enters and Guru Prasad and sees Baba. Sees him for the first time, bursts out and cries. Baba soothes her, put her head on his lap. How beautiful, how young, healthy you are. What ails you? So she said, I'm very, very miserable. Want to commit suicide. So Baba says, okay, you commit suicide. Do one thing. Baba bends her head and presses her head on his feet. There you are. She cries and cries and cries. You have now committed a major suicide. Carry out life of love and love me and remember me constantly. That is the real suicide. Now begin the new life. This is the suicide of the brave. Who dare to do so. And I want each one of you to commit this suicide and lead a new life where you roam, wander, and beg for his love. In 1973, a young teenager, Jane, this is a story Eres told us in the Mandli Hall. So in 1973, a young teenager, Jane, very, very beautiful, comes to Mehrazad. Last day, she visits the trust office and requests one more story from Eraj about Baba. So Eraj told her the above story, and when she said that when she was 16, she wanted to commit suicide on her 21st birthday, which was falling very shortly. So after hearing this story, she decided that it is not worth committing suicide. Instead of, she said, she should always remember Baba, and this story changed her mind. So this is how the stories of Baba change mind also of the people, of his lovers also. The concept of new life has been satisfied now.
Thank you, Hosha.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else wants anything? It is 6:30 now. Anaita, you want to say something? Come in.
Daruwalla's hand is raised. Yes.
Sam uncle, I read that thing just now you were telling in the Bombay Center thing. I read it.
What? Sorry?
Amna, you said about reading about this thing, Bombay Center, about Aloba. I read it. I read it.
It's very nice. It's very nice, isn't it?
Very touching story. Very touching story.
Yeah.
Very touching. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Jai Baba.
Sam,
Haji.
you were
The one
talking
that Kelly
about
said?
you are talking about suicide. That's the story about suicide. At Nagar, at the trust office compound, Mehr Nazar compound, there is this Baba Center. We all have seen it from inside.
Yes, sir.
At Ahmednagar.
Uh-huh.
Now, initially, it was a small room.
Hmm.
And Baba enters that small room and says, only this much. Then Baba says, what's on the other side behind this wall? What is there? So someone said, Baba, that belongs to Sarosh. It's owned by Sarosh Irani. So Baba said, call him. So Baba called Sarosh and says that this room, I believe it's yours. So he said, yes, Baba, it's mine. And it was, it was parat. Nothing was being done. It was lying fallow. It was not used, etc. So Baba said, can you give this to expand the Nagar center? And Sarosh said, of course, Baba, you can have it. You can have it very well. Then Baba says to Sarosh, you do one thing. You break this wall so that we can make it bigger. Then you plaster your room. Then you paint your room. then you do this ceiling. Then you put up some windows. Then you do this. Then you do that. So Baba is telling Sarosh not only to break the wall to make it bigger, but all these things. So the moment Baba said this, Sarosh broke down. He just started sobbing like crazy. Baba said, what's wrong? I just told you to, since you're not using it, I thought the center can use it. So Sarosh said, Baba, I'm sorry, but Baba, I've got no money. I have no money, Baba. I was going to commit suicide today night.
Oh, Bapre.
He was in such an emotional strain that he wanted to commit suicide. And that's how Baba saved him. Baba hugged him. Baba said, don't worry, the clouds will disperse. Don't worry about it. And very recently, last week, I heard his two daughters giving a talk on their parents, Sarosh and his wife. And they said that Sarosh would stand, if he had 10 rupees in his pocket, he would spend 20 rupees. And not only that, he would stand guarantor to all and sundry. Suppose you have to purchase something and you need a guarantor. So you will go to Sarosh and say, Sarosh, please stand as a guarantor because otherwise I will not get a loan. So for each and every one, Sarosh would stand a guarantor. And when he died, all of them turned turtle and his poor wife had to pay everybody's loans because he was the guarantor. So that's a small story.
Yes. Thank you, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Ram Nori,
Yeah.
I see you've been touched by something somewhere. If you'd like to say or share something, I'd be great.
Anytime you take Baba's names, it's very touching anyway.
No, but is there something you would like to share?
No, there's nothing. I just...
You're a bloody Kanjus Marwadi #1. Get lost now.
It's in about 25 minutes. I have to celebrate your birthday, so...
No. Come on. Put all that aside. Come to the business. Chalo. I saw you being touched, so share it here. If it's not too private, I repeat.
No, he protects you, He just told my mother he'll take care of us, and he did. That's just about it. I mean, life has been wonderful, beautiful, and especially when all these people, say, oh, I went through this, I went through that. I mean, I think to myself, Baba has just made my life extremely smooth. It was a smooth sailing, without any hiccups. Even if I strayed a little bit, he was always there to nudge me back onto the track.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe some other time,
Yeah.
No, please go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
See, I like to capture this mood, this space that you are in, because this will not come back again.
Give me 1 second. My driver is ringing.
Okay, some in the meanwhile,
Haji.
I think when he said that Baba said, I'll take care of you, it surmises that his mother must have been a young widow. And possibly, see, he's not here, he's gone out. And possibly Baba must have told his mother, Ram, just check me.
No. She's not a widow. I married her.
No, she wasn't a widow. She wasn't a widow. Yeah.
No. You said Baba told my mother, I'll take care of you.
In the sense, he told my mother used to worry about us, and she was going through her own, issues. So he did assure my mother that nothing to worry. I'll take care of your kids. He wrote we got a letter, from Eruch, obviously dictated by Baba. So and he did. He did. As I was saying, anytime I strayed, he was always there to nudge me back. And he made the experience so bad the very first time, I never ventured to do it the second time. I went to a Catholic boarding school, when I was 14 years old almost. So all our kids, we decided to gamble. वो तीन पत्ते खेलते ना? So none of us knew anything. How to play. So we decided, and somebody squealed on us. There are idiots, in the dormitories, who squeal on us. So this father called us, the warden, who was the father, he called, three of us. He said, and he called us after dinner. So, the first thing he asked us, why did I call you after dinner? I said, we don't know, Father. Why did you call us? I wanted you guys to have a nice dinner. So did you guys have a nice dinner? We said, yes. Then he said, I believe you guys were gambling. So he said, no, Father, we were not gambling. So he said, no, you guys were gambling. I have proof. He says, you guys better admit, and I have to inform your parents. Here, all of us were, 13, 14 years, and we all started crying. And I was like, oh God, if he's going to inform my father, and before anybody, my father will come and slaughter me. So I was very worried. And this was in a place called Vijayawada. And right next to the school, there is a river that flows, the river Krishna flows by. So this father tells us, I want you guys to go back, think about it. What kind of punishment I should give you. And then I'm going to inform your parents. So we all were worried. We went back, I was very worried. So the following evening comes again and he says, so what do you guys decide? So I was so traumatized. I told father, if you inform my father, my parents, I'm going to jump into River Krishna.
Oh.
And the other two kids who were with me, they did the same thing.
Oh.
This warden father started panicking. He said, what have I done to these kids? So eventually he never ended up, informing the parents. But that experience was so bad, believe me. I went to Las Vegas. I was in Atlantic City. I went to in Europe and in Australia. On these tours, they take you to these gambling dens, all these
casinos and all.
I never bet a dime anywhere. So this is what he means, this is what I mean when he says, I'll protect your children. I'll take care of them. This is how we did. So anytime we did anything bad, the experience was so bad, never ever done it again.
Yes, boss. This is what he means when he says, when you become mine, jab tum mere ho jate ho, I care not. Baba will take care of us all the way.
Anything bad I did, and that's where it was.
Yes.
I smoked a joint, though I never did. This again, I think this time it's the same, believe it or not, it's the same people again. We went from 11th, 10th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, engineering, all of us we were 5 of us. And I was the only guy who never used to smoke or did anything. And the other guys would just smoke ganja, a joint every now and then. I don't know what gotten into me. One day, I said, I also want to have it. They said, no, please don't. And this was during a hot summer afternoon. I just took a couple of puffs and had lunch and then went to class. I was stoned with a couple of puffs. And when I sat in the class, the professor thought something was wrong with me. He came and looked at me. Believe it or not, I looked right into the eyes of the professor. So my friend grabbed me and said, this guy is not feeling well. He's got a sunstroke. and the professor said, please take him back to his room. So while I was walking back, I asked my friend, I think I'm short on breath. I'm going to die. So will you take me to the hospital? And my friend said, okay, I will take you to the hospital. And then we take, a few more steps. And then if you take me to the hospital, are they going to ask me how I got into this situation? He says, obviously they want to do tests and they will find out, what caused it. Then we take a few more steps and then I asked him, are they going to call my father? By then my father was a state prosecutor. So we walked. He said, obviously he's going to tell your parents. They have to inform. Then I said, please don't take me to the hospital. Let me die. So then he takes me back to, my room and everything slowly, I think it weared off. And then that was the first time and the last time I ever inhaled a joint. And I was 19 years old at that point. These are all the things, when you try to get into the bad habits or anything, this is the protection. So he makes the experience so bad, you'll never want to do it again.
May I just interrupt, Ram?
Sure.
You're not the only one. I've been through something similar with joints and stuff like that, but we'll save it for the next time.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Alrighty. Thank you. Thanks for listening.
Ari, pleasure. Jimmy wants to say something.
Yeah, talking about Baba saying that I'll look after you. The very first time Baba used this term, I will look after you, was when Baba's Masi died. Masaji, you've heard of Masaji. Yeah. Masaji had 2 children, Aspandyar, who was called Pendu, and Naja. Now, Aspandyar was 10 years old and Naja was 6 years old when their mother died. And Baba was maybe 20, 21, very, very young. So Baba first told his Masaji that, Masaji, don't worry, I am there. Then he goes to his cousins, Aspandyar, namely Pendu and Naja, and he takes both of them in his arms and says, don't cry, don't worry, I am there. I am your big brother. I will look after you. So according to me, that was the very first time Baba said this, don't worry, I will look after you, to his own cousins.
Yeah.
Then naturally they joined Baba, etc., etc.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, and also, when you say it takes care of you and it looks after you, what also it means is, even if something happens, you just ignore it. It's Baba's doing, you accept it and don't worry too much about it. True. So we just move on, we know that he's always there. So even if something bad happens, it's going to happen. So it's Baba's doing, so he'll take care of us. So,
Sam, Ram knows that my mother was permitted to write to Baba even during the time of letters during even a strict seclusion also. Ram knows. And my mother had correspondence with him. Unfortunately, I am not in position of those correspondence was through Swami Satyaprakash Udayaji.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so then one of the in charge of the Mandali, the Hyderabad center, I think he took the letters and he had it with him. That guy didn't give it back.
He thought of giving it, but he was switched over to the fraudulent perfect master, Puchakal Vijaraju, that is Meher Chaitanya. So we didn't want to go there and collect those letters.
Okay. Baba's wish. Such things happen in Baba's love. Baba, what can I say? But I just want to make one point at this juncture. It is my firm belief, my own conjecture. I've not read it anywhere. I'm not Baba. I've not heard anyone say that Baba has said this, blah, blah, blah. Nothing. This is my own feeling. Whatever we call as big suffering, and I went through this and I went through that and all this blah, 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 blah that we talk about. Whenever we go through anything like that, my dear friends, 80% of it is already absorbed by Meher Baba. He passes on only 20% to us. And maybe we get shaken up. Oh, this happened, that happened, this happened. Baba ne ye kar diya hai. 80% he takes it upon himself. This is my own personal belief. I don't know whether you all subscribe to it or not, but this is how I feel. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Jai Baba.
Jai Meher Baba, sir. Rakesh, it's almost 1848. What do we do? Anybody wants anything to say?
Just Sam, sing one more bhajan, no?
अरे नहीं बाबा.
एक और फिर prayer करो.
मैं तो मोहम्मद रफी बन जाऊंगा.
Prayer करो.
Prayer.
Master's prayer.
Let's the aarti.
Master's prayer.
Yes, Master's prayer today.
It's already 7 o'clock.
What have I got myself into?
You got yourself into Baba.
Jai Baba, Jai. Okay, I will try to sing this. I'm not very good at it, and I don't think the words are very clear, but I'll try it anyway. It is in Gujarati. It's called Meher Raj. Meher Raj Jai Raj Tujnu Trane Jagat Ma Bandi Betha Che Ash Tuj Par Hogi Sarve Tha. The same song or bhajan or whatever we call it was sung by Danish also. So there is some disturbance coming on, Rakesh. Somebody is doing heavy breathing. Okay. Dilshad, don't catch me again. This is another copy. Before you catch me, I will confess. This is also from Anup Jalota's bhajan, which I have just changed it to suit our this thing. Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ram Narayanam Janki Vallabham. मेहर पाबा तुम ही हो हमारे प्रियतम. मेहर पाबा तुम ही हो हमारे प्रियतम. आपके कदमों में ही निकले मेरा दम. आपके कदमों में ही निकले मेरा दम। कौन कहता है बाबा बुलाते नहीं, कौन कहता है बाबा बुलाते नहीं, आप मेरा बात जाने की सोचते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम। कौन कहता है बाबा खाते नहीं, कौन कहता है बाबा खाते नहीं, आप प्रेम से दाल चावल बनाते नहीं, आप प्रेम से दाल चावल खिलाते नहीं। मेहर बाबा तुम ही हो हमारे प्रियतम, मेहर बाबा तुम ही हो हमारे प्रियतम, आपके कदमों में ही निकले मेरा दम। अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय, अवतार मेहर बाबा
की जय।
जय,
अवतार मेहर बाबा की
बाबा
जय।
की जय,
अवतार में
जय बाबा।
जय बाबा।
अवतार मेहर बाबा की
जय
जय।
बाबा।
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anaita. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
And
you,
thank
everybody.
you,
मेहर
Meher
बाबा,
Baba.
बस
Thank
इतना
you.
बोल दिया
अवतार
सब कुछ
मेहर
बिल्कुल
बाबा
हो
की
गया।
Thank you, Meher Baba,
Thank you, Baba. Thank
for
you,
the
everybody.
beautiful evening.
जय मेहर बाबा।
Yeah, Baba.
Baba.
चलो अभी भागो सब लोग। You literally have to throw you all out here. What is this?
Will
Hey,
you
now
also
Aarti time, Aarti time,
start?
कुछ काम धंधा नहीं है,
Aarti
क्या
time.
करो?
ये छोटी आ गई है अनीता की in anticipation of doing the आरती। चलो why not? Why not?
Singer Aarti.
हाँ, both of y'all do बुझावे नार, come on.
बुझावे नार जलतरी पर खुदा रत्न फरमातु चलागे आश भक्तों से लोके मातु अयामुर शरण है बाबा शरण तुझे न धड़ी सर खुदाना जात थी बाके मेहरबा तू तुझे मालिक की कचनो हुआशे मारे कोई तू पातू
क्या नीच ने मो आरी फातु दिलावी वास्तव में कर तुझ पर सदके किया हमारी नाव भरतरी
हमारी नाम भर धरिए तरावे तू हम तरी तू हमारा ना खुदा है मेरे बाबा के बातू से आपने जहरी है करे खुदा रात में फरमातू चला दे आश भक्तों ने के बख्शे
कार मेहर बाबा की
बाबा की जय.
कार मेहर बाबा की जय.
मिसेस कोहली, नेक्स्ट टाइम आपको पकड़ना पड़ेगा. Please be ready with some of your poems next time. Okay.
Yeah, 3 minutes more for the Aarti to start.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
All right, Jai Baba. I've got to go harass my nephew, you know. So that is Meherchand's son. I teach him. So it starts at 7 o'clock. Already. See you guys. Bye. Jai Baba.
बेटो today 13th August prayer का birthday है.